Hey everyone, today I'm going to turn this to this. Hey everyone, so I randomly bought 2 wigs months ago now, I guess, and I've been meaning to try out the red hair wig since then, and I haven't. So I posted a TikTok or something about it, but I wanted to make a video where I turned myself into a ginger. I hope ginger is okay to say. I know in some parts of the world it's fine, but person with red hair. Not that all red-headed people have the same undertone, but the pictures that I've looked at to try and kind of maybe piece something together in my head, people have been very fair and cool toned. So I'm going to use the same CoverGirl Matte Made foundation that I usually use, but in a lighter color. This is L20. I had been using L60, but lately I've been using L40 since it's been winter. This is cool tones and lighter. So let's at least start with that and just kind of see what we can do. So you can see how much lighter it is than my skin. I'm having a little trouble buffing it in, I think because I haven't cleaned this brush enough. I'm pretty good about cleaning my brushes. Like, it's for things that are used in the same color, it'll be like, I don't know, every 4 or 5 uses or something like that. The eyeshadow brushes I clean basically every 1 use, or if I'm using them for the same color the next day, I'll like just, you know, change them up, like wash them after that. And I just used Dawn dish soap in a scrubby that was, I think it was meant for makeup. I don't remember where I got it from. Some of my foundations, I like the brush application the best, honestly. But some of my foundations just don't look right with the brush application. So I have to use the sponge for those. I mean, I could use the brush, but it makes it look, I don't know if the formula is like thicker or thinner or whatever. But, you know, it gums up your bristles after a while, so it doesn't apply like normal. But this one does well either way, and I prefer the brush, so I'm just gonna do that, and we'll see if I regret it. Okay. I'm actually gonna take this up into the hairline a little bit. I did do a blonde wig try-on right around the time I got the wigs. It was really embarrassing, and when I look back at it now, I'm like, oh my god, I should have known what some of that stuff was for, like some of the features on it. But I've been watching wig videos since, so I've learned a little bit about it. And for the blonde wig, the hairline was a problem because my hair is so dark. So I'm anticipating the red wig to be similar. It's really more of an orange wig, and it's very shiny. It is not a styled, like, it was like a $10 wig on Amazon. I'm probably going to have to adjust things quite a bit. I'm going to keep using the same concealer that I use from one size. Everything will be below. I have either an age spot or sunspot or something over here that's just been very difficult to cover. I do have a peach color corrector now, but I keep forgetting to use it. So we're just gonna see what happens. Yeah, do you see? There's like a set of spots right here. I don't know if it's really translating. And like the whole thing looks dark, even though I just put this on top of it. So I don't know if I'm moving it around too much and it's making it thinner, but even when I don't even like move it, it still seems to not cover it. It just kind of comes through. So I don't know, I'll just find a way. I mean, I've seen people with dark spots cover it really, really well, so I need to just kind of, like, I know, like Smitha on YouTube, Smitha Deepak, I believe is her last name. She's a genius. She's a few years older than me, I think, and her makeup is perfect. And I know she has some dark spots that she covers up with a peach color corrector, but either I'm just not doing it right, or I'm just not doing it right yet. Now this is creasing a lot today. Alright, this is, I've been using to melt the powders. Maybe I can even out that under eye. It's winter where I'm at, and it's extremely dry. Which means if I don't add enough moisture, I just get really cracked. Alright, I'm gonna go for some kind of nude eye look using the Beauty Bay Nude palette. These Beauty Bay shades are all stars, and I want to do a neutral eye that's a little more coppery than what I would normally use. That's what I did before when I was just goofing off with it. I wish I could remember what I did because I actually liked that eye look. But I'm gonna try something. Let me tap into this raw sienna shade real quick and see if it's light enough to set my lids. Yeah, it is. So I'm gonna use this. I can sheer it out if I need to as well. I'm gonna put a shimmer over it anyway. But let's get this nice and blended. I don't know why I always forget to like get my eyebrows up out of the way, because I feel like they sag down and like it gives me more lid space when I brush them up. I could just be inventing that in my own brain and it's not really happening, but I feel like it gives me a little more space. Especially on this side where it is very droopy. You can see they're not on the same plane here. And this whole eye is a little more droopy than the other ones, so I have to try and compensate for that. So this one I really brush up. I'm using a NYX brow glue. I'm upset that it's only this big, but
that's what she said.
Right. I misused an eyebrow shaper little razor thing and accidentally like chopped off half of this brow on the bottom, so I will have to add pigment. This is the wig. It's just a straight, you know, reddish orange shiny wig. Yeah, I think the foundation will be okay. I just don't know much about, you know, doing makeup for other people's hair and skin types. I think it's going to be a slippery slope with wigs. Like, you could easily spend a lot of money on wigs just as you could with makeup because it's a transformation, you know, and it's fun. Would you stay there? Okay. I'm gonna leave it over there like a creepy gremlin or something. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of color to my very pale face, a very monotone pale face. This is one of the blushes that I have it in my project pan, but it's not an official, I need to pan this kind of blush. I just needed a like peachy, you know, corally leaning blush. My project pan one, it has like some pinky blushes that I wanted to hit pan in. Oh boy. Okay, let's get some of this off. I think I was using this brush for bronzer, but my actual blush brush is drying from being washed. Wow, look at how pink this looks compared to that. This was my peachy one. Whoa, okay, well, I'm just gonna blend it out, and I might have to layer something on top of it or put more foundation on over top of it to tone it down. It looks so cool toned. Why does it even look like that? I'm not even wearing the wig yet. I guess with like the eye being so orangey. Wow, I was not expecting that. I have peachier blushes that I can I really want to put a lipstick on too, but I don't know what's gonna go with it. Next, I want to try to deepen up the outer corner with an orangey brown. I'm just gonna try for the outer V. I'm using a color called Nutmeg, but I may have to go a little darker. Whoops, I just messed that up. So let's place it over here and then try to blend it out. I am not an expert, obviously, and I'm just making this up as I go. We're gonna see how it works. I think I need to go a little darker than that, actually. Like more, I mean, this is a brown, but like more brown than like medium This is called Take a Hike. Is this gonna work? You know what, I think with those two together, it's kind of what I want. I'm gonna have to blend it out a little bit, but I have the neutrals palette of this, the Beauty Bay Neutrals palette, and this one always looked very warm to me, which is why I got the neutrals one as well, one of the other reasons. But now I'm like having trouble finding, like I'm looking at the dark browns and I'm like, these look neutral or cool tone to me. I have to go back and look at my swatch video for it. This is working. I think I'm gonna have to add a little more of the nutmeg shade to kind of blend it in, but I'm gonna put shimmers on top of this anyway, so at least I think I am. I may just keep going for a while and add things. Okay. I'm just dipping this brush back into the nutmeg shade, and I'm just gonna, I don't care if they mix completely, but I do want to have it a little more of a gradient. Okay. I'm gonna go back to that raw sienna and just, maybe even I'll go a little lighter. Just kind of blend the edge here. Blending just means you can't see where the line ends between the two colors, so you don't want it like a stark line, like we tend to do our eyebrows in a stark line or a lipstick in a stark line, but eyes and cheeks and face makeup, we tend to blend together. I don't know, it is what it is. This side doesn't look as blendy to me, and I need to stop bending my neck like that. Why doesn't it look as blended? Am I not taking it far enough in, maybe? I don't know. I feel like it's going down. I don't know. Okay, let me just see. I'm gonna try it on. I'm gonna just. Wow, that's making this look black, which is, my shirt is brown. And again, the cheek just looks super pink. I have a Peachy Gradient Kokie blush. I have an even more bright, definitely orange Kokie Gradient blush. And I have an e.l.f. duo that is a light peach. So I'm gonna try to dab some of the light peach on right now to just affect over top. It still looks so pink to me. Yeah, I'm using the same brush, but alright, I gathered a few lipsticks to possibly try, and I was gonna swatch them and decide, but then I remembered that I have this Milani matte lipstick that has like orangey undertones to it, so I think this is gonna be perfect. Yeah, I think it is. I wanted to put a lip and cheek on to kind of picture the overall look a little better. I actually want to put a little more red in my brows than normal. This little thing, I usually combine these two shades for my brows. I don't want them to necessarily like pop. I'd rather have them be subtle. Take that color, Take a Hike, that I used for the outer part of my eye, and kind of see if that can be used at all. I'm just kind of filling it in and making the lines a little more stark. This is my good brow, so this is probably gonna be fine. That glue really does work. It's just a shame that it's so little. I don't know if that looks any more red, but maybe a bit. I have to be careful with this one because I can really mess it up. You can see there's kind of like a disjointed little dip there, an upside down dip. Yeah, that's where I shaved it off. So go me. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the reddish color like over top of everything. I'm actually dipping into one called Hot Cocoa. That's lighter and red, but I don't want to just use that. I want to use the darker color to define as well. Alright, it'll be close enough. Draw this one down a little bit more. That's way better than I usually do doing this. I haven't decided if I'm gonna put lashes on or not. Well, let's do the shimmery stuff first. Let me see. I'm gonna start with the outer corner. There's this shade called Lucky Penny that is slowly disintegrating. Is that dark enough? Because if I do it, I'm gonna have to... Yeah, that's dark enough for the outside. I guess it's not as, like, top coaty as I thought. It's kind of more solid, but it actually kind of adds a nice dimension over there. And just picked at random, no plan. Sort of a plan. I kind of know what colors I wanted, but just kind of picking on the fly here. I think that'll be okay. This one's called, by the way, did I mention that? That's called Lucky Penny, the one I just put on. This one I'm gonna go with, it's called Starry Eyed, and I really hope, okay, yeah, this is kind of what I imagined. I didn't want it to go too pink or cool tones, and I think that looks good as a gradient. I'm really happy with how that turned out overall. That eye look cool. Cool. Alright, and so my under eye doesn't get smeary. I'm gonna use a tubing mascara from e.l.f. My under eye looks so wrinkly. Usually you can't tell that much though on the camera, which is fine by me, but you'll hear me fussing about it. I must not have put enough moisturizer on this morning. I have a couple different ones that I use. But the winter just changes everything. See, so if I wear lashes, I'm not gonna wear lashes. I just decided. I do want to use some contour. I would use bronzer to contour, but it doesn't look right on my nose and stuff. But we'll see. I can always put some bronzer over top of it. I also want to do something about this. I don't know what I'm gonna do when this runs out. I'm upset about it. It doesn't get made anymore. It's the perfect contour color for me. I can do the middle one a little bit, especially in the summer, but and then my hairline, yeah, there we go. My hairline, I'm gonna wait until I get the wig on and see what I need to do to blend it in a little better. I may have to put bronzer like over my hair, my actual hair. I think I'm gonna use bronzer to blend these two together too on my cheek because it's a little bit ridiculous. Right. I'm gonna go ahead and use this Project Pan Ulta palette with no name to highlight. While I was washing my highlighter brush, I'm just gonna do this and go in the center. And there we go. Just gonna do a little bit here. Not much. I'm gonna use this NYX Vivid Rich that I got in a free haul. a little bit of lip liner. I think mostly I just need a gloss. Let me do a little lip liner first. Okay, I'm completely new to lip liner. One of the YouTubers I watch said to start by putting it on after your lipstick so that you kind of get used to the shapes that you want. And I'm doing that. I don't think I'm going to put it all the way around today. I'll kind of deepen that lower lip. Looks a bit ridiculous. I'm not used to it though, that's the problem. Okay, I can always take it off. I don't like it in the corners, but I think the gloss is going to get rid of that. I do want a line down there though. I'm going to use Milani lip oil. This is the flavor Luminoso. They all smell different. This is not my favorite scent, but it's like a peachy taste to it. I like it. I'm so not used to the lip liner. It definitely makes your lips look bigger if you use the right color. Let me spray this. I did say I was going to put bronzer on the cheeks. Let's put the wig on and see what happens. Oh, I forgot Freckles. I was going to do Freckles. Let's just try. All right, I'm just going to try to look at, I was trying to look on the inside at some of the stuff that I now know what it's for. Oh wow, there's a big old thread like right here. Okay, this is not going to be the final placement, I don't think. No, not at all. Wow, I need a brighter shirt. I was going to put earrings on, but I don't think I should now that I see how this is down. And it's a cheap wig, okay? It's a cheap wig. And it's sticking out really far in the back because I have a ponytail up there. I love the eye. I love the eye look with this. I feel like there should be a necklace. And I want to pop some freckles on. Okay, this just kind of breaks up the neckline a little bit. I've been experimenting with that. The part is terrible. Okay, but the hairline isn't, other than it not being like blended in, it's not the worst. The blonde one, it was impossible to like not see the dark hair, but I feel like this is not bad. All of you wig people are probably going to disagree, but I'm going more for the face being what I'm working with to match the wig that I've got, not the opposite. The wig is shiny, it's very cheap, it's not real hair, obviously. I'm comparing this to the one experience before with a wig in a video, but I don't hate this at all. Like, ignoring the quality of the wig, I think the hair color looks pretty natural on me, which is really a surprise. Now this is what the back of the wig looks like. I did lower the ponytail, but it's gonna push it up. So it's not, you know, and there's hair that's gonna shed all over the place. I do wanna add some bronzer and I wanna add freckles, so I'm gonna take it off. I'm happy that the lip looked really good with it, I thought, and so did the eye look. So let's get some bronzer. So I've never bought a bronzer. I never thought bronzer would be part of it. I was like, oh, I don't need that. And then now I understand a little more about what it does. In my suitcase full of makeup that I just recently got, there was a NARS bronzer. And I think this is the best looking one on me. I just put my brush over the plastic to try to pick up pigment. Oh, Lordy. Oh, don't put too much. Okay. Oh, I may have put too much. Darn it. Okay, well, it's not going to look good if it's too much and not blended, but it gives more contoury type stuff than I thought it would. I need to, like, get rid of some of it here, though. Oh, I didn't even use that. I used the brush to do it. Yeah, I'm sure that's gonna have some left over. What happened to my blush? When I turn my head, I feel like all I can see is the contour and bronzer. Okay, I need a blendy situation to happen over here. Let me try a little bit here. All right, I really should use a bigger brush, but the ones that I probably would use for bronzer, I'm using for other things, and I really like them for the other things. I don't use bronzer a whole lot, so this is the brush that I'm going to use, plus it's purple and I like it. I feel like in 10 years I'm going to look back and be like, girl, what the hell were you doing? Okay, so I want to add freckles. I am new to this as well, but I've been watching a lot of stuff on how to do it. I think the key to this, and I've tried it a few times, is trust the process. Also, if you really look at freckles, they tend to have a warm undertone to them. I don't have a whole bunch on my arms, but like they're usually warm tones. I don't know if that's because they're like closer to the surface or what. Oh, I also never put a waterline in, did I? Let me do this first. I may skip that. So this is going to be way too dark. But trust the process. It's all about layering and blotting it out. So this may take a little while. I'm going to try to maybe time lapse it. Let's start. It's going to look terrible right now, but let's start. And I'm just kind of at random going to try to make them as small as possible. That doesn't happen, that's okay. It's gonna look crazy until it doesn't. That's probably the only time I'm gonna use that dark of a thing. Okay, so they're not perfect circles. It's pretty cray-cray looking. I'm gonna go into my Project Pan palette this year for some of the other marks because it's worked in the past when I've tried it. All right, you want as sharp a point as you can get. This is looking kind of blunt now that I'm looking at it. I'm gonna take this reddish one and try to do little dots. There are freckle tools, but I don't have any. I feel like I need a smaller edge, yeah. All right, actually I do. This was like the shortest brush, but I think these are pointier, so let's see. These are craft brushes from a store named Michael's. They're not actually makeup brushes. I'm using bronzer now. This isn't showing up at all, so I guess that's a little too light. Let's go back into the nude palette. They're not small enough. How did I make them small enough last time? All right, when you start to pat, especially the lighter ones, start to disappear and layer and look more normal, right? Right now I'm looking pretty crazy. I still can't get this like really tiny shape. If you don't like them, you can always take them off. Okay, I think I need lighter than what I just did. Oh, I need red. I need red. Well, this is gonna be a long video. I'm only comfortable doing this because I did try it before, but I'm gonna actually use dark red, like red, for in between here. These brushes aren't doing it. I have this one that looks really thick in the camera right now, but I used it before, so I'm gonna use it again. Yes, somehow this is working. Okay, I'm just gonna continue to use this brown, red. That was too thick. You can see how obvious and crazy it looks let's keep going. I think they're like a little too big looking today, and also like Freckles are not equidistant, so I don't like this big dark one down here. So yeah, I put a little foundation over all of it. I need to get smaller dots, and I need to kind of layer them closer together, I think, because it's giving me polka dots. It looks pretty good on the camera from like far away, but I don't like them from the mirrors. Another trick you can use is to turn the brush around to get a perfect circle. I don't know that the brushes I'm looking at right here are small enough for that though. Oh, it also says you can use a bobby pin. Hold on, let me try that. Okay. Bobby pins are 2 very small circles. I'm going to use that reddish brown shade after I pick up this brush that I just dropped. I don't want too much pigment on it. That's what I needed. I can't believe I forgot about that. I mean, I can. I don't do this very often, but I think I'm gonna use that brown and the red, the straight up red, to fill it in. And then we'll see how that goes. This layering is what I've had to do every time. I think I'm gonna get faster at it and have a little more of an idea of what I want the like framework to look like the shape of where the freckles are laying. But it's gonna be fine, even if I have to go over them. That looks better already. I mean, I'm still seeing some polka dots. I think I'm gonna go over top of the, it's also making the skin really red when I put contour and stuff on it before, but I'm gonna go over some of those darkest spots and try to lighten them up a little bit. Maybe I'll focus up there. It's really blending out like under my cheek. I'm actually dipping into the other dark brown today too. There's still like some giant ones that I'm not happy about on my nose. Wow, where did they even go over here? It looks kind of more like confetti or like a graphic liner than Freckles. There's something about the nose ones. I think it's that dark liner, so maybe not use this. I think this is, it does say dark brown, so if it was regular, just brown, like it might have worked a little better. I really don't like this one down here. Okay, so that's fine. I'm gonna spray it because I need stuff to like melt a little bit better. I mean, this might freeze them as well, but I'm just gonna tap and blend, and I just needed something to kind of melt things together. I still don't like the nose, and I don't know why. I said I was gonna put lighter color on top of the darkest ones, so let me just do that and maybe try to bring them up higher. I might just have to put some foundation over my nose and just have them kind of be underneath, which is fine. It's just funny how all of a sudden it kind of like is what you were looking for. Trying to make them look more random too. God, there's probably like 15 minutes of just playing with this. Okay, I'm gonna put the wig on and then mess with it a little bit. I might not have to mess with it as much as I think I'm going to. I'm gonna leave the headband on for now. I think the hairline was passable for what I'm looking to do here. Okay, I gotta move the ponytail down. I'm not gonna put, you know, my hair up under the wig. And I'm not using the bald cap because when I tried that before, it didn't hold my big ass head. So, yeah. So I don't know even if this size mesh underneath, like the mesh cap, is too small for me, but that's for another skill set and another day. All right, I'm not liking the freckles much. I think because I put so many on and tapped the red, it's making me look sunburned. So I am gonna tap this on top for my nose, because under here could kind of be blushy. Like, I don't know if I'm explaining what is in my brain. I don't know if what is in my brain is a real thing, but I think far away the freckles look okay. Should I get earrings? I don't know. Probably not. The blonde one always looked terrible when I put it like halfway behind. This is kind of cute though, actually. It changes your whole like demeanor. I don't like this neck situation either. Maybe if I undo one ear. I love it. I love it. I wish I knew more about how to get it to like look more like my own, you know, hair. I know there's a way to de-shine wigs. Obviously, I'm not messing with the part. You're supposed to kind of make the part look more natural. However, it's also, I need to be careful brushing it because it's coming out. I just don't want as many flyaways, and it's kind of messed up in the front here. I'm gonna replace the lipstick and then redo the gloss. The freckles look very fake, but only up close. And I mean, the wig doesn't look real either. I think my brows could be a little redder. Do I want to just put like straight up dark red in there? What did I do before? I had something. Oh man. I did just put the red, the same red in the brown that I used for the freckles. Oh boy. I had something else last time. It wasn't perfect, but it looked a little better. All right, well, learn freckle application from somebody other than me. Clearly, that looks like crap. I have done it better before. I think I maybe was going a little bit bigger today, and that was kind of my downfall, and I was forgetting about some of the application. And because I have more than usual, the placement looks weird because I've tapped it in so much that it looks red. And now I just put some more on my nose again. They look like they're just drawn in a line. How do I fix it? Well, this is a learning experience, okay? So don't learn from me about freckles. I think that's fine. You can see them under the eye a bit. They're actually not looking too bad now that I just did that concealer. Guys, I think this is the final look. I'm not mad about this at all. Lashes would make my eyes pop a bit more. I'm really happy with the color that I got my eye look to be. I think it's really flattering with the red wig. The freckles, struggle bus. And I still feel like my neck is like fat today. It's probably just the way the hair is laying. That looks a little better maybe, I don't know. So this took, like, just this part of the video unedited has been 40 minutes. And I have a whole, like, first video where I started out. So this took quite a while. Last time I just kind of threw some stuff on just to try it. So, I mean, you don't have to take this long. But I love this. It looks a lot more monochrome in the mirror. I can't stop looking at it. Like, I really feel like this is somebody else talking right now. I feel like if this wig were a little better quality and not as shiny, people would think I was a redhead. And I think I look decent as a redhead, and it kind of makes me wonder if I should, like, dye my hair. Not like this, but like, I don't know, with more red in it. So, let me know what you think, knowing that there's definitely some flaws here. Who is this? I love it. I love the way wigs transform. I'm really gonna try hard not to spend money on wigs, especially because we're all gonna be out of a job soon. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you think it turned out halfway decent for just some fun. Let me know, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Everything is falling in the sink like it normally does. Okay. Which is a project where you try to touch the pan at the bottom of the, pants. It looks orange in the mirror. I could get another brush. I could go get another brush for the blush. Oh my gosh, why am I like nervous about this? This is weird. I think I need to go take my meds. Hold on. I'm happy that like the lip blush brush. Go. Well, I guess I'm not putting any more blush on. Oh, it was behind the freaking comb. Come on, stop falling down, please. Look at me though. I mean,